president of Scoreway University. I really do appreciate you looking at all of our emails and videos from Scoreway. It's going to be a phenomenal event, the Credit Repair Summit. I wanted to stop back and talk to you about the video one of the You Are a Winner series. You know, I think it's a good video, and it tells a great story, and I had so many responses, so many people say it was meaningful to them. But I was thinking about that this morning in relationship to launching the Credit Repair Summit. You know, it's a new venture, just like a new business, things you have to do brand new sometimes. And you know, I hearkened back to two stories that I wanted to tell you, because it just kind of fills in the story. You know, you go from a business that erupts on the last of June of 2000. And, you know, just starting a new business, and, you know, went over to Baton Rouge, and the guy wasn't there, and I stayed focused, and I got the next meeting, but it's almost like I skipped from there all the way to being a sponsor of the Realtor event, to doing 67,000 transactions, to living in St. Croix, you know, making a lot of money and doing all these things. Well, there were things that came between that made us get there, that got us there. Not only that day over in Baton Rouge where I stayed focused, and I got in the car and I went to every real estate agent and every mortgage company that I came in contact with, I drove by until I found people that needed what I had to sell. And many of you are in that same place now, but it's still not working, okay? Well, let me tell you two stories that I hope will make a difference for you and give you the energy and the strength that you need to stay focused. And maybe even to get more focused. It was July, you know, we started selling AmeriDream. Well, by October of 2000, I was probably bringing in about $10,000 a month. You know, and that wasn't a lot of money compared to what I was accustomed to, but I didn't have to pay anybody. It was all mine, right? And that made a big difference. I had overhead to pay. I had to pay for the family and stuff like that. But, you know, it was going good. I enjoyed it. I was liking what I was doing. It was just a breath of fresh air. And I remember one particular morning. It was in October 2000. I'd thrown a long telephone line out the window of my two-story townhouse. We moved from this big, gigantic house into this 1,600 square foot townhouse. Didn't have Ethernet back then, of course. We had dial-up service, right? And I had a laptop, you know, out on the back little patio in the townhouse, and I said, you know, man, I'm gonna rest this morning. I'm gonna read the paper just for a few minutes and relax and enjoy the morning. It was crisp and clean, and you know, just a little coolness in the air. And so I remember doing that on purpose. I remember, man, this is working, and I can relax just a little bit, right? So I got my cup of coffee, I'm reading the paper, and maybe it was 10 or 15 minutes. It wasn't long. I opened up my email, and the first email I saw, I'd been fired from AmeriDream. And it's just like, what the heck? So I called the sales manager, couldn't get him on the phone. It's like, oh my God, you know, they fired me, you know? I mean, is that because I just took off for a second? If I hadn't have done that, phone's over here blowing up, I should have turned that off. And it was like crazy, man. What the heck? This isn't fair. There was enough information in the email that I figured out what the problem was, and I, you know, without going into a lot of detail, I'd been to a sales meeting. Wells Fargo had put it on. It had been about 100 and something people there, 2 different sessions. While I'm at that point, that night I had to drive to Memphis to the Peabody Hotel, great old hotel in Memphis, for a mortgage meeting. I couldn't afford to stay at the Peabody. I had to go stay down the road at some cheap motel, and the guy got me in. I think he had some extra passes the next day. Things like that. People, you get on the right path, and people will come before and get in your path and help you. Don't you forget that. You do the right thing. You stay focused. You stay steady. And the world just comes to you. The universe hearkens to the guy and the gal that's dedicated and doing their job. Okay? So anyway, I met this builder there, this builder sales agent, and I guess it was a couple of months later, I was reaching out to him. He said, hey, you know, I see you're not doing any down payment assistance still. She says, well, we don't have FHA in our subdivision. We're above the FHA limit. And I said, you know, I'm not trying to take anything away from Wells Fargo, but they don't even have this product. But I ran into a lender the other day that may have a product. Do you mind if I call them, maybe get back in touch with you? Well, she apparently was good friends with the manager. She called AmeriDream or wrote them an email, and they fired me. Didn't call me, didn't ask me anything. So I called the girl up, and I said, man, what in the world did I do? She said, well, you tried to take business from me. Well, I explained the situation. She said, oh, I didn't know that, so well, you just got me fired. Well, she wrote a letter or email and sent it. The next day, I get a call back from Airdream, and they hired me back. Well, a guy like me, that just pissed me off, right? I mean, heck, you just don't pull the curtain out, from the rug out from under me. And so I said, well, I'm gonna do something else. Well, by then, of course, I'd already found another company. I'm quick to make a decision, sometimes too quick, and got out there and started to find another company, found another company, went to work for another company. Well, by January, I'd realized that I'd made a mistake, okay? And again, you talk about, you out there focused and doing the right thing and paying attention, and people see that you're working hard, somebody's going to come along and help you. It's happened to me a million times. Guy said, hey, let's go to church on Sunday, take our family to church. So he picked us up, got in the car. He says, Joel, what's wrong? I said, well, this new company I'm going to work for me, and something is wrong with them. They don't have all their act together, and I'm just afraid that, I'm going to have to go find another company. He said, well, look, you've always been in business for yourself. Let's start your own company. I said, well, I definitely could do that. Of course, at this juncture, I'm in the middle of a gigantic bankruptcy, like $7-8 million, if I remember right, big bankruptcy. And, I just didn't know that I had it in me at that time. He says, I'll start it. You'll get an options to buy it. And he said, what would it take? I said, well, off the top of my head, about $80,000 to $100,000 in cash, $250,000 or so to fund the deals, and that's just a start. And I need a nonprofit. He says, well, I'm on the board of a nonprofit, and I got the $80,000 and I got the $250,000. When do we start? It was Super Bowl Sunday, 2001. I put together a document, and on Monday, he and his partners bought it. And by Wednesday, the company was, I met with the nonprofit board. They agreed and voted to go forward. And the rest is not necessarily history, because there's so many other points along the way that somebody helped me, that somebody reached out. But they did it because that's just what people do when they see someone focused on with their energy. We moved into that new office on February 1st of February. I remember it being the first business day of February. I thought, man, this would be easy. I got all these people sending, I got doing over 100 deals a month in a marriage dream. I got all these people sending this business. I know them, they know me, and well, let me tell you, no deals came in. Every day I'm pounding the phone, pounding. I mean, blood coming out of my fingers, I'm pounding the phone. Last day of February, Princess Newsom, originator up in Birmingham, Alabama, sent in our first 3 deals. And golly, what a relief. I remember that day, and that's the type of thing that makes you successful. It's not when you're up here. It's because you'll never get up there without perseverance, the stick-to-itness, and nobody will come along to help you until they see the blood on your knees and the tears in your eye. You strive hard, and somebody will help you. I'm living proof of it. I want you to listen to this video, share it with your friends, come to the Credit Repair Summit. This is what you're going to hear, and more, and even better speakers than me. You'll enjoy it, and you will get what you're looking for, and that is a leg up to be able to rock your business. Take your business to the absolute next level. I hope this has been meaningful to you. Let me know if it has. We'll see you at the Credit Repair Summit.